Hello everyone and welcome to this video. This is a game called Monster Loves You 2 and I got given a code for it the other day and it is getting released on the 7th of December. I will leave details in the description below. I just thought I'd play the game, have a check it out, you know. Oh, we're born. Okay. In a great vat of syrupy foulness, something amazing happens. A clump of slime congeals into a body, an eye forms, and a mouth. It's you. You're a morsel that might grow to be a monster drifting within a sea of green slime. Float here and filter the slime for a while. You rest and grow while you can. Hey, your second eye popped out. Okay, so we got brains maximum 1. Okay, fibers of consciousness weave through your blobby body and knit together. You got 1 point of brains. What are brains? Or got it? Monsters naturally make impulsive decisions, and expending your brain's resources helps you avoid acting entirely on instinct. Good to know. But wait, it's not just your mind that's expanding. It's not? Ooh, we get some flesh. Your body feels more solid. You gain 1 flesh. What is flesh? Flesh is your health. You can expend it willingly to go beyond your normal physical abilities. If you lose flesh, you'll also lose flesh if you were injured. This leads you to the final thing. Guts. A flame of emotional energy kindles inside you. You gain 1 guts. What are guts? Monsters are naturally loud and brash, but they're paradoxically also afraid of pain and shame. Expending guts allows you to overcome your fear, to take a chance and assert yourself. A toothy maw appears from above. A larger morsel grins at you hungrily. You're starting to panic. Ooh, don't panic. A stoic. Here's how you do that. I'm gonna eat you. This is where your brain's reserve is useful. Different actions have different costs. Some are more useful than others. Tamp that panic down and dodge purposefully. Repress my fear and engage it in meaningful discourse. Or panic and flit around at random. I think we're gonna tamp that panic down and dodge purposefully. Having experienced the vat's currents, you dodge the next rush of fluid, but your pursuer isn't so lucky. The surging slime wishes the hunting morsel far away. You make your escape and enter a swarm of morsels like yourself. A few of the morsels are smaller than you. Your instinct speaks to you. What does it say? You could devour them all and regain some of your reserves. You are absolutely ravenous. Ate my fill. Ate one of the weakest ones that probably won't survive anyway, or we can't use that option. Unable to resist, you nourish yourself. Oh, we got 1 brains for that. Your toothless mouth clamps on a morsel and you drain its fluid center. You are replenished. Suddenly an arm sprouts from your gelatinous body. You feel changes happening inside you as well. Go with the flow. The changes hurt, but they're also interesting. If you can muster the concentration and pay attention to the pain, you must learn something from it. Yeah, pay attention to the pain and learn something from it. Somehow the word monsterling forms in your head. It's the next stage of monster life. If you survive a little longer, you will grow and transform. Your newfound self-knowledge helps you think a little bit more clearly. Ooh, we've increased our brain max. Nice. Your capacity for brains increases by 2. This is a big deal. Some of your choices will lead to self-improvement. Your experiences will make you smarter or braver or tougher. The gills you've been breathing through are closing up. Your new form is beginning to suffocate in the slime. Oh, they all went up? Nice. Abruptly you form a second arm and a pair of legs as if to help with that. Swim to the surface. Gasp. Your new lungs thirst for air. Breaching the fat's green surface reveals an incredible world surrounding it. You are not quite done changing. Parts of you are still turning inside out and outside in. Resting allows you to regain some brains. You hear sounds from outside and recognize them somehow as scrabbling claws. Something is climbing the outer wall of the vat. It's a monster. They're skin and bones, but they're still much bigger than you. You feel an overwhelming urge to panic. What do you do? Okay, we can scream and scream and scream some more. We can tamp that feeling down and stay calm. Or we can engage the other monster in a meaningful philosophical discourse. How about let's go with that one? You offer up a personal theory of the universe. Huh? You point out that since you're made of slime and the vat is full of slime, that it follows that everyone and everything is just slime. You raise one of your new claws and point to the roof of the cavern far overhead, explaining that it too must be slime. The creature's googly eyes swirl in a daze until your lecture ends. I'm Ruck, I'm here to help. Here, eat this to grow stronger. The thin monsterling tosses a goblet of congealed slime at you. But do you trust them? Catch it in mouth. Tastes like slime, but thicker and denser than the stuff in the vat. It's just what your changing body needs. Your leg sprouts feet and your hide grows more solid. Oh, nice. Okay. Your maximum guts, flesh, and brains increase. Ruck reaches down with one paw and pulls you out of the vat. Yeah, let Ruck help. Your newly formed limbs fold under you as you smack into the rocky ground. It hurts. A scream forms within you. Give a howl, let it out. A scream in pain. You feel better? Welcome to Ash, new monsterling. Rex spreads their arms wide, taking in the vast cavern all around you. Your stomach growls with hunger. You hear a morsel splash in the vat. The memory of its gooey flavor tempts you. Your eyes involuntarily flick towards the vat. No, don't scoop the morsels out. You're big now. It's not fair. Fights should always be fair. Ask them why. Without fairness, we would all hurt each other all the time. Without fairness, I wouldn't give you the It wouldn't give you food when you need it. Without fairness, I could just eat you, since I'm bigger. Come meet Ut. He's my good friend. Ut will help you. Unless he kills you and dumps you back in the vat. But he won't do that to you. You're smart like Ut. How about let myself get distracted? Ut has fed me new monsterlings. Ut has me feed new monsterlings. Then I teach them to fight. They tremble with anticipation. Careful, it's dangerous here in the shops. Find a hiding place, I'll bring more food. Ruck jumps and scrambles up a pile of rocks. You somehow recognize the shapes. Bricks, tires, and concrete all dot the area as far as you can see. Rock formations stick up among them, taller and thinner than the piles of rubble. They look sharp. Well, I thought it said to... You creep up to the heap of bricks and stones and tires. You don't have to go far to catch up with Rock. Explain that Rock is going too fast. Rock glances back and shrugs, but they slow down a little as you approach a dip in the surrounding ruins. Small, close-up eyes blink at Rock from within a pile of rubble. You found another? I did, Master Ut. Rock hops up and down, dancing with joy. So strange. There was another newborn yesterday. I did good finding another, right? Master Ut will give us food. The vat takes more than one day to make a monsterling. Are you lying to your master? You're still hidden, but you could swear Ut is looking in your direction. Come out and stick up for Rock. Rock laughs as you come into view. You're brave. I like that. Ut speaks loudly. He's staring right at you. Come, little one, and bow before me. There are dangers all around this place. Bow, and I will feed you and protect you. Okay, bow. You give in to your natural instincts. It costs you nothing, but you've gained a bit of docility. Ut's voice takes on a majestic tone, filled with rich with his guts. Now let's see how pliable you are. Ut draws close. Bow to me. Sure. By giving in, you've increased your docility. Good, good. Monsters naturally defer to larger, stronger, and older monsters. You can usually resist using your guts, but if your docility gets too high, you won't always get the chance. Keep your docility low, and you'll be more free to act as you like. Arch rolls 2 goblets of slime out of the rubble heap. I don't have to give you this, you know. I do it because I'm generous. Eat one. Okay, not bad. Your flesh and guts replenish slightly. Rook shifts from one foot to another, staring at the remaining food. Not now, Rook. You can eat later. This all around us is called the shops. I know that. Art glares at you for a moment, moving his lips and muttering under his breath. He sighs and continues to speak. There are gangs here. They're adolescents older and bigger than us. If they find you, they will eat you. But there's something worse. There's a place called the Coop where the elder called A tristle keeps all monsterlings she can catch. This all sparks a memory. Morsels, monsterlings, adolescents, elders, and adults. Ask Ut for more information about the world. Ut seems pleased with your question. Beware adults. They usually stay in the main city of Ash. If you run into one, you probably won't be able to escape. Adults are big and fast and hungry. A tristle is even worse. She's an older, bigger, and much, much meaner. A tristle takes monsterlings to a coop because their screams give her great pleasure. When she's done with them, she sells them to adults and elders. But here in the shops, if you survive to adolescence, you might be able to join a gang. The gangs only accept monsterlings like us as snacks. You don't have to worry about all that. I'll protect and feed you. I'll be your friend as well as your master. Master is a great friend. Can I have more food now? No food now, Ruck. We must keep you in fighting trim. You're a great friend, Master Ut. Oh, I get to choose to go different places. Visit the vat again. Explore the tangled coils of wire. Sure. Stray trash blows among the chunks of concrete and asphalt in this area. Pick through the trash for something to eat. You don't find so much as a scrap of food, just grey dust. You walk past a lump of wet sand shaped a little like a monsterling. Linger and look more closely. You can see claw marks here and there on the packed wet sand. Someone made this. There's a sound somewhere nearby. Is that someone watching you right now? The jagged coils of spiked metal wire ahead look nasty. If you can get underneath them, it might be a safe place to rest, though you're also a bit peckish. Actually, no, we need brains more than anything else right now. So we're going to take a rest and recover brains. You hunker down behind cover and take a good long nap. You hear a faint squeal from the far end of the wiry jumble. Following the sound, you find a mangled monsterling. He's tangled in the wires and too weak to free himself. Hiding from bigger monster. Ate my arm, then said sorry, like that helps. He looks so helpless, so pathetic. Something monstrous awakens inside of you. As a monster, you're naturally inclined towards active malice. In this situation, spending brains can overcome your malicious instincts, but it's so tempting. Okay, so it's taunt him, don't taunt him, or poke him in the eye. Don't taunt him. You concentrate and resist the temptation to hurt the stranger. He's still caught in the wires. The new monsterling looks so soft and weak, your hunger rises up within you. It would be so easy to devour him. The monsterling looks around and tries to shake himself free of the barbed wire. He only entangles himself further. Okay, that's a bit much, but at the same time, he's supposed to. I don't know. Let's be malice. Oh, we got 2 malice points. You tear the helpless monsterling to shreds, devouring him. Your maximum guts, flesh, and brains increase after eating him. But you've also gained some malice, a monstrous 4. When you give in to your monstrous instincts, you may gain malice. If you're kind, you will reduce your malice. Okay. If your malice is high, you'll sometimes be forced to obey your monstrous instincts and hurt others. Some time passes, the wind blows more bits of trash among the spiky wires. Ruck finds you. Master Ut gave me more food for you. Malice is too high. Okay, Ruck offers you a ball of slime. You can hear their belly growl as they look at it longingly. And I can't give it to Ruck because we just ate. Laugh at Ruck and toss the gob into my own mouth. Ruck's eyes follow the precious ball of food as it arcs into your mouth, never to be seen again. You couldn't be nice to Ruck because your malice is too high. Ruck wanders back to Ut's rubbish pile, leaving you alone. Okay, well, can't go anywhere else. Yeah, visit the vat again. Oh, great. Okay, you look up at the wall of the vat. From within, you hear delicious little morsels splashing about. An overwhelming urge to feed seizes you. It's an unusual one. Resist. You try, but it's not quite as easy as making a rational decision. The emptiness in your belly seems to grow until it's all that remains inside of you, and only one thing will fill it. Okay, resist the temptation, eat just one and see what happens, devour it. We're gonna resist the temptation. You resist the smell and sound of easy food. A few morsels live for another day. Had you eaten them all, your capacities for guts, flesh, and brains would have increased, but your greed would have increased as well. All monsters are possessed by greed to some extent. You can usually use your brains to resist the compulsion of greed, but if you have too much greed, you won't always be able to try to resist the urges. You slink away before you get caught. Join Rook by the rubbish pile. Uh-oh. Thud, thud, thud. 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 Everything shakes. A stone falls from the top of a nearby pile. It's Atrasil. Atrasil is coming. Okay, Rock dives behind the nearest pile rubble. You can yelp and freeze in place, call Rock a coward, or stand fast and be brave. I guess it's that one. You draw yourself up and stand your ground. Rock looks back and seems impressed. Huck kisses and frantically motions for you to join them. Okay, we don't have that much ghosts. So, duck behind the rubbish pile. Ut. Great Elder. Ut lives to obey your every whim. His voice lacks the slightest hint of guts. Where are my monsterlings? At least 2 should have wriggled out of the vat by now. Just one. Ut will catch it soon. Promise. The safety of my monsterlings is important to me, more important than your role as collector. If you've eaten a single one of the lures I gave you, you won't like what happens. Ut squeaks and ducks back into the safety of his rubbish pile. Goblets of slime bounce and roll across the dusty ground. Goblets, look at them. Ooh. Ruck blinks and licks their chops, so hungry. Ruck starts to crawl out from behind the rubble, ignoring the elder's presence. Your body trembles with fear of the looming presence. Rock is almost out of reach. Rock's body is surprisingly light and easy to drag. You must outweigh Rock despite their larger size. Some choices reduce a flaw by acting against its influence. Saving Rock was a kind gesture, and it reduced your malice. There are fewer lures here than I gave you, Ut. When I come back tomorrow, there'd better be a monsterling waiting for me. Yes, Elder. Art's promises great. A Tristle. Tristle looks away in the direction she came from. You find yourself running the other direction. Elders are scary. I'll probably get to go to both. Yeah, one to the area without Rook. You meander between a pile of bricks and a stack of tires. Ahead you hear Art talking to someone. The other voices are unfamiliar. Peeking around the brick pile, you sight a shaggy adolescent 3 times your size. His fang-filled mouth drips with froth. Okay, I hide myself carefully, sneak closer quietly, freeze up in terror. Your instinct is strong and you give into it. You don't make a sound and they don't notice you. You might have missed some of the things they said, though. It's hard to be sure when you're standing there like a statue. Art can feel it happening, Slugoth, the change. I'll become an adolescent soon, then I can join your gang. Art can be a hammer. Slugoth brushes his claws against the shaggy fur on his chest. I'm sure you'll be a strong and loyal helper. As long as you pay the application fee, that won't be a problem. I've kept Rock weak with hunger. You can pluck that fool like a mushroom, a big, stupid mushroom. That mushroom shredded you like a plastic bag when it was just a newborn. As if by example, he swipes the stack of tires, tearing it to bits. A shred of ruined tire bounces next to you. You feel your fear rising up to new heights. Ignore the fear, keep quiet, and stay safe. The roaring in your ears subsides as you gain control of yourself. Because you controlled your fear, you are able to hear more. Herbs and crumbled stones are for me, not you. Just remember that, Ut. Ut would not even think of betraying your trust, Slugoth. Ut is the most loyal and trustworthy of allies. And maybe friends? At best, you'll be an underling. Don't try to put on airs. I just took in a new monsterling. The new one is even stupider than Rock. Just go to stupid. I'm not stupid. That's the stupid one. Okay, you feel confidence swell within you. Despite your self-control, your hackles rise and you feel a strong desire to pound Ut into a puddle of hair and slime. Give in to my rage and crush Ut like a beetle. Resist my rage and stay out of sight. We're almost out of brains, though. You leap out and begin to unearth Ut. Slugoth swipes at you, nearly tearing an arm off. Stand my ground. Slugoth claps a paw against your head and bashes you against a rock shape like a little butt. Ow. Okay, we have to run away. Sluggoth lasts and chases you a short distance, then turns back to yell at it some more. You escape with your life. Barely. Help Rock look for something. I hope there's another new monsterling. Thanks for helping me look. Counting you, I found 5. What happened to the other 4? I never found 2 at once. Art had me teach them things and make sure they got enough to eat. They all left after a while. Art says they're all living good lives now. I wish I could see them again, but I never have. You follow Rock to a big rusty pile. It has a homey smell. Rock peers into the shadows under the pipe and shakes their head. No new monsterling here, but that's something good. 3 beetles emerge and try to scuttle away. Rock grabs one beetle and munches on it joyfully. Another beetle runs away from Rock directly at you. Be nice and drive the beetle towards Rock. Rock grins and grabs the second beetle. Chomp, splat, a few bits of energy splatter across the ground. 1 beetle is left. It runs back and forth between you and Rook, unable to find an escape. You lick your chops at the sight. Grab it. It's too fat to get away. You catch it with ease. It feels and looks extremely juicy. Yeah, he is hungry. Rook needs this more than me. Give it to him. Rook gobbles up the offering and looks a bit better. Some monsters will remember acts of kindness. You've improved your relationship with Rook. You and Rook continue your search for the new monsterling. You look in that pile of rocks, and I'll look behind this pile of bricks. You move past the piles and keep searching. You turn up some dead grass and a broken stick, but no monsterlings. Grr, this is gonna be bad. I'd rather be fighting. Tell Rock it'll be fine. Yep, Rock grins at you and nods in acknowledgement. Rock kicks a cinder block, knocking it over, then limps for a moment. Rock throws a small rock on a high arcing trajectory. You hear it bounce several times somewhere in the sharps. Rock growls and stomps hard with every step as the search continues. Let Rock keep acting out while I keep searching. You get to know the immediate area a little better. Some of the rocks are quite lovely. No, they're not. Rock looks up at the ceiling of the great cavern, then throws another stone in the general direction of the big hill to the north. Rock flexes his claws and turns to face him. I have to let this out. I need a fight. Rock lunges in your direction. Monsters often fight, though rarely to the death. Rock just wants to tussle. Pay attention to what's happening in the fight and you'll do fine. Okay, Rock ambles up and sloppily swipes a claw at you. Block the swipe and kick them. Rock staggers back from your solid blow. Rock swings one foot at your stomach, a bit unsteady on the other foot. Knock the other foot out from under them. Rock winces and falls over. Rock makes a big show of catching their breath with huge gulps of air. It's a trick. Circle for an opening. You call Rock's bluff and you're able to tag them with a quick swipe. In the last hurrah, Rock charges in with eyes closed, swinging both paws wildly. Slam Rock head on as hard as I can. Oh, you slam into the solid, and into that word of Rock and bounce away like a toy ball. Rock lies on the ground covered with sand and slime. Well done, you paid attention, you beat me fair and square. I'm glad you're my friend, we can learn things from each other about fighting and stuff. You hear a howl and some hooting from nearby. That Rock came from this way, go, I'm sure of it. Someone yelps. Someone is getting closer, but it's just one set of paws now, not two. Joel, help me. I'm stuck on this blasted wire. Haha, more monsterlings for me then. It's too bad we didn't find the new monsterling. We probably can't beat two adolescents. We should get out of here. Rock looks worriedly in the direction of the yelling is coming from. Maybe we can find the new monsterling tomorrow. I sure hope they don't. You and Rock exit the area before the adolescents can find you. You draw close to the vat, the walls seem lower now. You haul yourself up to the edge of the vat wall, the slime undulates in that old familiar way. The sound of the bubbles is soothing. Relax while the sound and sight of the liquid carries me away. Yay! You lose yourself for a time while you fell asleep and had a nice little nap. Your eyes are drawn back to the velvety green undulating slime until there the surface ripples, and again, rhythmically, almost like footsteps. A crude net swoops down, trapping you. There you are. Struggle. Your struggles do you proud, but they do not get you out of the net. I knew I smelled someone listening to us earlier. Our Tristle's footsteps are quiet squishes now, not a thud to be heard. There's someone in the net with you. It's Rock, curled up in a ball, hungrier and weaker than ever. You feel every part of your body that can clench do so. Fear runs through every fiber of your being. Calm down and assess the situation. You inhale, then exhale, then inhale again. You look calmly at the situation. You can see that the ropes are making up the net are too thick for your claws to slice. But you also notice that Astrael is being careful not to let you or Rock smack into things as she carries the net. In fact, she's trying very hard not to hurt you at all. Atrasil stops at Ud's rubbish pile. Ud speaks with a tremble in his voice. Great Elder, you said you'd return later than this. I smell Sluggoth's stench here. You can detect the smell, too. Atrasil's net hangs just where Sluggoth was standing when you saw him here earlier. What have you two been up to? Think about what Sluggoth was saying to Ut when you overheard him. You think back, Ut was dealing with Sluggoth and Atrasil, passing monsterlings to both of them, and he was going to give Rock to Sluggoth. Nothing, I just hid from him until he left. Tell Atrasil about Ut's deal with Sluggoth. Atrasil looks dubious. She thinks for a moment and nods as she comes to a decision. That explains a great deal. Art, I can smell something besides Logoth. It's you, Art. You're about to transform. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'll stay in this massive pile of heavy things with your slime goblets I can hide for days. The injustice inherent in this possibility makes your blood boil. Well, it fizzes a little anyway. Atrasil snorts, though it's more like a sigh. She reaches down and pulls one particular brick up from under the others. The chain reaction of falling rubble drops the entire pile upon Art. Art shrieks. Resist the temptation to be cruel. Who do you think built these hiding spots, Art? Now listen carefully, because if I have to repeat myself, well, you don't want me to repeat myself. If you ever lie to me again, I'm gonna tear you in two. If you ever harm one of my monsterlings again, I'm gonna tear you in two and squash both halves. If I ever see you again once you've grown into an adolescent, you'll get what all ferals get. Atrasil picks up one of the larger rocks and crushes it to powder with one of her many claws. Keep as calm as possible. Atrasil slings the net over her back and walks away from its collapsing hiding place. Rock shivers but doesn't say anything. I guess that's the only choice I have. No matter how you struggle, the net holds you tight. Atrasil gives the net a little shake, not unurgently. Calm down, newborn. You cannot escape. Save your strength for the days to come. In my coop, you'll be safe from other gangs and other dangers of the sharps. If you reach adolescence, I'll send you to the training facility. Eventually, you'll go on to the city as a proper, useful adult of Ash. Atrasil keeps walking. Her footsteps slowly change from soft squishes to loud thuds again. She begins to sing a wordless song. Soon you see a gate and a high wall. The coop awaits. You know what? I think this is where I'm gonna where I'll leave things. Okay, so I have a few other games to test out and make videos of. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more of this game. As I said, it does come out on the 7th of December. If you made it this far and enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe and like buttons. Feel free to leave a comment, as I do read each and every single one. I hope you're having a wonderful time zone wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in the next video.